would like to invite Mr. Jaspal Rekhi.
How's the Josh nowadays? Oh, that's very good. But I didn't hear anything from there. How's the Josh? Okay, so they can hear me. So good. And I think Josh should be higher. Everybody had tea, coffee, eating, networking. So I'm lucky to have this slot. Thank you, UBS. Thank you, Afrin, to give me this slot. So cool. So let's start. So it's going to be a little bit impromptu. I had this eye operations. I can't read, can't make a PPT, and so on and so forth. But I'm there with you, and I can see little blur. But that's okay. Cool. So the today's topic is very good one. L&D, evaluating L&D in digital era. So probably and then when I was thinking or I was making some chits or furray, what do you call it? What is this digital era? What does it mean for us? And I think before understanding a digital era, L&D, talking about L&D probably would be I won't call it wrong, but yeah, we should talk about digital era first. So what's probably there? So 2-3 broad slots out here. One is user. And it's important to define the user. So although we are yet to get absolutely digital native people, but because some of us, few of them have seen the cassettes and everything, but we have something like 20-year kind of a thing and a newer workforce who are almost a digital native. So there is a mix. There are some people who learned digital or TCP/IP technologies or these kind of a sort, and there are some people who are like brought up into this. So that's one user, but what they are getting, what they are requiring, personalized experience. So I think for a user, personalized experience, mere liye kya, what's in it for me? And that becomes a very big one. And digital era can provide that. It was always there as a concept, but now it is truly there. So the other component could be content. So the kind of a content type, it was predominantly courses. You put it on the LMS, you start, you finish. From courses, we went into videos, we went into articles, and now new kid on the block, post. So in my organization, in 2024, 18% of the content consumption on our LXP is post. And that's a big surprise for us. And courses are at 11%. So I think there is a change happening in the content type. And now AR, VR, this will come. Basically, I was talking to someone, AR, VR, So at this point of time, because of probably the size or the computational power, still the computational power, Francis, it will take around a couple of years to reach the AR, VR, and we need a newer technology where we don't need a gadget, and we can use that. The other part is the size of the content. From books to courses, now there is a byte side. So Karthik Mastro, so he's talking about a byte-sized learning for the front end. For the front end, byte-sized learning. I just want to learn and can do that. Those people don't have time as such for learning. We say, oh, you need to learn, but if it is like more than 2-3 minutes, it becomes difficult. So lot of organizations like Mastro, and they provide that kind of a stuff. So that's on the content side of it, and probably on the tool side of it. LMS had a very good run rate from 2000 to 2010 or 12. Repository of content delivered first through laptops, PCs, and now to mobile, but a very strong one. From there, we moved to social learning or LXP, where the repository gives way to the experience. So, and from there, more use cases. Talent marketplace, a very important component for learning. Whatever you do, if you don't have a learning connected to it, that becomes something not that much usable. Efficacy would be low. Impact will be low. and so on and so forth. To the organization side of it. So, and probably how the organizations were looking at it earlier. Learning hours is 8 hours per annum, per quarter is enough. You require 18, you require 24. So learning hour was the one. If you're doing a learning hour, learning is doing very well. In digital era, and due to a lot of advancements, the currency of that learning hour is slowly changing into, I think, skills. So organizations now already looking at it and will look at it. What is the overall skill set of their workforce at the start of the 24, at the end of the 24, and every 3 months, every 6? How is the skills moving? Are we able to reduce the skill gap? So I think a lot of evaluation from an organization point of view would happen on a skill platform. So I think these are the few things which came in my mind. There could be other factor, and if there is some, you can put your hand. I can add that. That will be good addition to my what I'm talking about. But these are the things. And what's powering this whole part? One is the computational power, or the price of the computational power. When we started, 120 MB hard disk, 10,000 rupees. In 10,000 rupees, now you can buy 1 or 2 or 3, and just look at it for the server level and then at a cloud level. So computational power is cheap and it is fast. So I think that is one of the very big factor. I'll give you an example. We started a company called New Economy Venture Group in 2000, and we were going to all the investors with a business plan. Actually, we hide something, but we told them 53% of the cost will go into infrastructure, the server power and all. And it's an AI-based company, and nobody invested. So we have to close it down with a dot-com bust. But that's what happened. But right now, that is not the case. It is totally, cloud has changed from 2010, the way the strides in the cloud happened. So one is this computational power. I would say second is the currency of this skill. It is what we did with content. We are doing it with skill. So I think UBS has one partner today, Udemy, Coursera, 2008, 2009, these guys started on aggregation of all the content, providing a personalized experience. We have a similar kind of a thing now happening for skills. Everywhere the skills are going on, but in a digital era, you can have a personalized skills, what it means for me, what it means for the organization, and how do we connect that? Third important one, and I think after me, there will be many people talking up today, so I am again lucky here, AI. So this AI comes into the picture. And it's a different feeling. So I don't know how many of you were working in 1996, 95, 15th August 1996. We opened the gates for internet service provider, BSNL. From Mumbai, we used to go there and we used to say, "My baap, BSNL, my baap." Now, so that is the time. So that is the kind of excitement that we are calling an organization, BSNL, now Tata, my baap. And now AI is getting into giving that kind of a feeling, just starting on. At that time, the making a website means, मेरे पास तो 15,500 का connection है, website क्या करेगा? Something like that. And same thing is happening on AI right now, at this point of time. ChatGPT है, organization में AI है. AI के बिना organization नहीं चल सकती हैं. We don't have a guardrails that how we safeguard the organization, but we are talking about AI. But it's a good start. It's a very good start. So this is causing a great bit of a thing for L&D. So coming back to topics, हो क्या रहा है अभी? So L&D earlier was a cost center. और इनको पैसे दे दो, training कराएंगे, and that's about it. And then we do the everything on LMS completions, 100% हुआ कि नहीं हुआ, and so on and so forth, or getting people. But right now it is no more a cost center, it's an enabler. And probably after some time, or it's already happening in some of the organization, at least we talk about it, profit center. Because it is integrated, it's enabling a lot of use cases. It was always enabling, but at this point of time, it is deeper, and it is measurable, reportable, because of the currency called skill. So what's happening? Mobility. For L&D, mobility is a very big thing. Although we say mobility happens at a different talent acquisition level or all other levels and all, but till the time you cannot upskill them. So that is L&D. So mobility use case, compensation use case, performance use case, and these use cases are getting integrated with learning and development or learning. So talent development is almost becoming a part of it, learning and talent development. My organization also has a different name for learning, talent development and learning. Engagement. We did a study, and if you're a learning person, you will say the top 10% of the learner, their engagement scores are 14 points higher. That's a very big, 14% higher than the rest of the organization. But if you're in engagement side, people who are engaged are actually learning more. They are the top learners. So it depends which side of the company you work in. But these are the integrated. So in digital era, learning is getting actually integrated, measurable, and I think it's a very big thing for a CEO or the CFO to just look at learning, that how much we can do it. So for example, we talked about a mobility. 39% of the positions were filled internally in my organization, and the number of these positions filled is 9,000. So it's a big number, and it's happening everywhere. The reason being, we can see the skill, we can target those skills, and so on and so forth. So it's a big one. So what's happening to this ecosystem now, that LMS, as we talked about, LMS becoming LXP, talent marketplace, and an integrated suite of learning management system. Lot of partners like Cornerstone and others, they are coming into with a new suite of things where they are talking about all these three things in one go. Learning management, learning experience, talent management, mobility, all in one go. I think that's an interesting one. We'll come to AI once again, probably, of what's happening onto AI. And when we talk about AI, it has three components. We worked on an AI business plan, so I'm little lucky there to know about it. First component, which we were using, we are not using anymore, is index-based. And you can say that even in Microsoft Word, you do a right-click, the synonym is AI-based index search. Or whatever is tagged, you can get it. And a lot of organizations thrived. We're going into the next one, synonym-based. So synonym-based, basically, you have a skill called communicate, communication, group communication, and some kind of a connect to a communication, that kind of a learning you can do through the AI, which most of the organization does, but where they aspire to be, relational one. Now the communication, negotiation requires communication, so that learning if you are searching in LXP communication, the negotiation skill, negotiation content will also start coming in. One other could be relationship management, a very important one. In relationship, you need communication. All of us know about it. People who are in relationship and who are not in relationship knows the power of communication. So I think that's another big one. And we are at a start. For AI, we require a efficacy models. And at a corporate level, we require really different. At this point of time, ChatGPT is one-to-one, where we are looking many-to-many. Corporate require many-to-many, and that's where the culture of Copilot, DeepSeek, and all these things will come into the picture. So I think that's one more L&D or a learning needs to understand. and probably harness and works towards that, and developed skill for AI, like critical thinking and so on and so forth. That cannot be done with any of these systems. So anyways, looking at the time, I'm already done. Although I think that it's 15 minutes, but no problem at all. Thank you very much for listening to me, bearing with me. And thank you,
so much for your
UBS,
session, sir. Thank you. It was
Afreen, Ashi. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.